I'm in Studio 4 at Simon & Schuster right now because I wrote a memoir. I have no idea what's going on in Studios 1 through 3, or even if there is a Studios 1 through 3. But Mr. Simon and Mr. Schuster want me to tell you about the last blind date. Every book's supposed to have an elevator speech. That description you'd use if you're only going from the shoe department to the main floor. I'm not on an elevator now, but if I were, I'd say, it's a fun, charming memoir about a woman who falls in love, packs her bags, and moves to the city that eats its young. And then, of course, because it's a memoir, I'd say, and I'm the woman. About 3 million years ago, I wrote a novel, which was basically a memoir, called Such a Lovely Couple. But what was my name at the end of the alphabet, down there on the shelf with Emil Zola and the Dust Bunnies, sold about 2 copies, both to my mother. But I loved the book and really wanted it to get read and figured that the only way that would happen is if I wrote another book that people liked so much they'd want to read the first book. As you can see, I started with a plot. The beginning of the story is about the romance. I lived in Chicago, he lived in New York. We exchanged photos. He sent me this, I sent him this. We first actually met in person at O'Hare Airport when I picked him up holding one of those little signs with his name on it. He walked off the plane and right away I noticed his fly was unzipped. 2.5 years later, he finally introduced me to his children and we got married. I totally underestimated how hard it would be to adjust to New York. My life changed so much I felt like I'd entered the Federal Witness Protection Program. My first job at a ladies' television network was a disaster. I mean, a disaster. And look at the role models for stepmothers. Cinderella's, Snow White, the Baroness in The Sound of Music. She couldn't wait to ship those little Von Trapps off to boarding school. And making new girlfriends. That's not easy once you're no longer in a Girl Scout troop. You move to a new town, you want people to like you. You write a book, you hope people read it. If you like The Last Blind Date, then maybe you'll want to read the ebook for Such a Lovely Couple. See the cover. And thank you. Nice talking with you.